Alright students, welcome back to Dr. Shaurav's classes. So look at this question first. This is a classic from the Chinese Math Olympiad. So now let's talk about the CMO for a second. In the world of the Math Olympiads, the Chinese papers are basically the final boss level. While we are over here playing the checkers, they are playing 4D chess with the fire breathing dragons. So this exam is legendary because it does not just test if you know the formulas, it tests if your brain can survive a high speed collision with logic. Okay, and today's problem looks like a mess of the subscripts and the inequalities, but we are going to tackle this like a pro. So let's go to the question first. Question says it is given that there are two sets of the real numbers. A is like A1, A2 and this goes on up to A100, and B is B1, B2 and this continues up to B50. So if there is a mapping if from A to B such that every element in B has an inverse image, and f of a1 less than equal to f of a2 less than equal to f of a3, and this goes up to f of a100, then the number of such mappings is option A says, B says this, C says this and D says this. Okay, and we have to calculate the correct one. Okay, okay, so we have two sets, right? Set A has 100 elements like A1 to A100, and set B has 50 elements like B1 to B50, right? And we need a mapping and there are two laws of the land here. Okay, first is the no one left behind rule. And what's that? Every element in B must have an inverse image. The mapping is surjective. Okay, so every Bj must be picked at least once. No lonely elements in set B. Okay, and second one is the stay in line rule. And this is f of a1 less than equal to f of a2 less than equal to, and this goes less than equal to f of a100, right? So this means the mapping is non-decreasing. Okay, now imagine 100 students for set A. Imagine 100 students standing at a straight line, okay, numbered 1 to 100, and we have 50 buses set B parked in the order. So the student must board the buses such that every bus has at least one student, and if student number 5 is on bus number 2, student number 6 cannot go back to bus number 1. They either stay on bus number 2 or move forward to bus number 3. No time traveling allowed. Okay. Now before we solve this, let's look at the stars and bars theorem. If you have n identical items and you want to put them into k distinct bins such that no bin is empty, the formula is what? Okay, why? Because you have n items and n minus 1 gaps between them. Now to make k groups, you just need to drop k minus 1 dividers into those gaps. Okay, now look at our problem. Since the order of the students is fixed and the order of the buses is also fixed, this is exactly a stars and bars problem in disguise. So we are not choosing which student goes to which bus randomly. The non-decreasing rule forces the students into blocks. So all we are really doing is choosing where the first group ends and the second group starts, and so on. Okay. Now the mapping is entirely determined by the boundaries. Since f is surjective and non-decreasing, once you decide that a1 through a5 go to b1 and a6 must be the start of the group for b2 or stay in b1, okay, to ensure all the 50 buses are filled, we just need to pick 49 cut points out of the 99 possible gaps between our 100 students. Okay, now think about it. Gap 1 is between a1 and a2, and gap 99 is between a99 and a100. Okay, now pick any 49 gaps, draw a divider there, and you have just created 50 non-empty sets in the perfect order. And the math, it's simply the n minus 1 k minus 1, that will be, this is, yes. Now to look at our option number A is wrong. That's for the people who did not read the surjective part. Option number B, wait, option number C, no, nice try, but no. Option number D, yes, this is our answer. But here is the one thing you should look at. Look at option B and option D again. From the properties of the combination, we know that right, so this will be basically right. So examiners accidentally put the same value for B and D, and if you were in that exam room, you could have circled either one and been mathematically correct. So that's the kind of oversight that makes mathematicians lose sleep at night. So what did we just learn today? Don't be intimidated by the notation. F of ai less than equal to f of I plus 1 is just a fancy way of saying keep in line. Okay, and surjective means no empty bins. Okay, the gap method is the king. When things are in a fixed order, stop looking at the items and start looking at the gaps between them. Okay, so this was all about this question. I hope this is clear to you. If you have any kind of doubt, any kind of question regarding this particular question, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay guys, see you in the next session. Bye bye.